Welcome to Unhinged Magi.
It's really nice to be in sync and we don't have to...
I was just going to say, that one was in sync.
Yeah.
Like, when we were on video doing the entrances, I'd have to slow down a little bit because there was the delay.
Yep.
That one was like, boom.
Yep.
That's nice when that happens. Okay, what are we talking about?
We're talking about going out and buying $50,000 worth of beans on your credit card and then trying to sell those beans for profit and nobody's buying.
Yep, you should do that right now. Go buy beans.
Yep. So log off. You don't need to see it anymore.
Yeah, that's it. Every video. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yep.
Okay, fine.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
I'm full of beans on that comment.
Yep. All right. So much for the gas.
Okay, so the topic of the video, like you could see in the title, and you guys go like, come on, guys, I can see in the title right there. Should I speculate on a credit card?
The answer is no.
A solid no.
Yeah. The reason is if you actually put yourself into any kind of debt situation where you actually have to pay interest on anything, and then you're going, I'm going to buy this card. I'm going to hold this asset of Magic the Gathering for X a period of time, and then I'm going to pay my percentage of profit to somebody else. That's just dumb. And what if your speculation is wrong?
It happens.
It flatlines. Right?
Say it flatlines for 5 years.
In which case, you're paying interest over and
Ka-chunk.
over and
Ka-chunk.
over
Ka-chunk.
and over, and you're going to be upside down before you've even had to have any growth in the profit line.
Even if you were right and it goes up like 40%, right, from your initial purchase, if a credit card charged you like 26% for 5 years, you lost big.
You lost money.
Yeah, it was a very bad call.
Yeah. So never do that. That's just, and people like to say, oh man, if I get this right now, I know it's going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Fight the urge.
Yeah, don't do it, guys.
No. Going in for investment standpoint means that you have money in the back end to survive and to sustain yourself.
Or to cover you if you actually end up being wrong on the speculation.
Exactly. Never put yourself out there on an investment. It's called gambling when you do that. And then maybe you have an addiction. You might have a problem.
Yeah, you might have a problem. I think you have a problem.
I do.
I have a problem. Do you have a problem?
I have many problems. But the one thing I don't do is I go out and buy on a credit card where I can't pay it off, because I always do and pay it off at the end of the month. I like the points. Getting the points actually helps me out. So using a credit card to buy something, and you're going to take this chunk of cash and stick it on that credit card at the end of the month, and you can collect your points and get your cashback savings, that's just fine. Mm-hmm. Especially if you double down and get your eBay points out there.
My wife and I actually do that. We have a credit card that has 2% back on everything. And
exactly.
we buy everything we possibly can on that credit card, and then we just pay it off every month.
Exactly. And that's how you can do it. And that's how you actually can make a purchase with using a credit card. That's what it's for. Mm-hmm. It's not really for, oh man, I need to, I know I could either buy food, but I really want to buy this investment. So I'll just put it on the card. No, that's just wrong.
And some of you out there might be thinking like, oh, hell, I got this covered. I didn't actually buy Magic the Gathering on a credit card to speculate on it. Ha 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 ha. Edwin and Dan, you guys are silly. Hold on. Do you carry a credit card balance? Yes or no? Every month. Okay, if you're a yes, stick with me. Do you own a bunch of Magic cards that are worth a bunch of money, but you refuse to sell them? And instead you're making those minimum payments on the credit card while you own all these expensive Magic cards. What's the difference? Isn't that, to some extent, buying cards on your credit card? Because that money could come out of those Magic cards and pay off the credit card that's charging you like 26% annual interest, right? It could do that. And then that credit card bill is actually done. Isn't that basically the same as if you had bought those cards and then left all that sitting on the credit card? I think it basically is.
It is the same thing.
Yeah.
So if you do have credit card debt and you do have Magic the Gathering cards, you're doing the speculation.
Yeah, maybe you didn't realize it. In fact, actually, unfortunately, I bet there's a lot of people out there that are in that boat.
Oh, yeah.
So for that, I'm sorry to say that, guys, but that's what it is.
That is reality. And that's a financial statement. That's a financial thing. Sometimes you got to pick when you need to pull yourself out.
Yep. So, I mean, I love Magic cards. I like it when people buy Magic cards. I like to buy Magic cards. I mean, we're always talking about how they're going up in value and what a cool thing that is. But I've never had the perception that any of you should be like buying Magic cards if you actually owe a bunch of money on a credit card. That's never been a good recommendation.
Or if you just own a giant loan on something. I don't really like to carry big giant loans.
Yeah.
I've always been the one where you have, you work, you get your money. When I was working for cheap, I mean, I didn't buy a car unless I actually had double the amount of the car inside my bank account.
But there are ways that you could have like you could buy it with like on other debt, and it's not quite as bad. For instance, say you had a house worth $300,000. You sell the $300,000 house because you moved to a new area. You buy a $200,000 house, and for the amount you put down, you have another 30 grand of cash sitting there, right? And so yes, you have a loan on that other house, but say that loan, it was a home loan, and the home loan is only like 2.5% to 4%, something like that. It's a very different situation than a credit card that's chunking you away at 26%. Generally, I still don't like to tell people like go buy Magic cards on debt. I don't really like doing that, but that's at least better than like 26% a year.
Yeah, I could see that, but I still don't. I mean,
I still don't like it.
I prefer to live in the apartment than own a house until you can afford a house. That's what.
Yeah, live within your means, guys. That's what it all comes down to.
Yes.
Simply speaking.
And only have a home loan if actually you can take a tax advantage on it.
Yep.
Otherwise, I don't really see the purpose because you're going to have to maintain that house. You have to pay for the roofing. And then apartment complexes, they pay for their own stuff. Sure, people say that you can't put your nail in the door, and some people say you're throwing your money away. But then when you examine property taxes in certain areas, based on the travel time to your work, it actually sometimes makes more sense not to own a house.
Mm-hmm. So you should smash those credit cards. But you know what else you should smash? You should be smashing the like button right now in this video. And if you know it, if you just hate this face, you should smash the dislike button. I'm okay with it. I can handle it. Go ahead and smash the dislike button. But please smash one of those two because we really need the algorithm to recognize the channel. What's that?
Specifically for your face, you want them to smash the dislike button?
I'm cool with it. Go ahead and smash it.
If you do smash the dislike button for his face, please put it in the comments below. I want to see that.
I smashed the dislike button because I hate Edwin's stupid face.
What the? Why would you request that?
Because I don't care. Just smash the like or the dislike button. Please. The algorithm needs it.
Yeah, it does, actually. As crazy as that sounds.
So please, you guys, no more buying Magic cards on a credit card bill. If you own a ton of money on your credit card bill, pay that off first. Don't then start getting into Magic and things like that.
Exactly.
Proxy it until then, guys. Please.
Yay, proxies. Doodle on cards. I love it.
Yeah.
You can find cheap lands. Just go to any tournament. There's usually lands right around. They say, hey, you want some free lands? Yeah, okay.
Yep. Okay, thanks a lot, everybody. Hope you have a great time and be safe with that money.